Good morning, everyone. So it is around 5 a.m. right now, and I'm not sure who's awake, but I'm awake. I woke up. It was around 4:26, and it was weird because the first thing I saw was, well, I grabbed my phone because the way I was asleep probably is very much unconventional, but anyway, I just laid down. I didn't really do anything, and meaning like covers or anything. I just laid down, and it feels like the temperature in here right now is like perfect because it's not hot, it's not cold, it's just, and I sleep with the fan on, so I ended up turning the fan off. But when I very first woke up, I turned over and I grabbed my phone. And when I grabbed my phone, it said a particular person liked a message. And it was weird because the particular person, it was a name. It wasn't probably the person, it was just the name. And it keeps being a thing where God keeps showing me these names. And the name, very familiar, very much, I don't know. It is just, I don't know what the universe is doing right now at all, period. But just the alignment of the things that it's showing you. But sometimes I feel like it's nothing but tricks, smoke, and mirrors. And so at this point, I'm just laying here, just trying to unpack how I feel. So this is where I'm doing it at, and whoever listens listens, and whoever don't. That's just all. Um, I don't know why. I just feel because like I said yesterday, have been documenting a lot of stuff, but this is where I've been documenting it, talking to y'all, or just really talking to my damn self. So, and if it helps somebody and it resonates, then it does. If not, then at least I still got it off my chest, and that's just where it's at. But the universe is either the universe is trolling me or AI is trolling me. That's all I know. Do I like it? No, because quite frankly, I didn't really want to wake up and see that person's name, the first name that I saw during the day, starting my day off. And the strange part is at one point I really did. Like, if not for nothing, it was all good just a week ago. Like, type shit. And I may have really wanted to wake up and see that person or that person's name on my phone or in my life or surrounding me. But seasons change, people change, things change, and situations change. And one thing I know is that everybody has to be accountable for how things change, the directions they change in, and why they change. And I just happen to think like on my spiritual journey, no matter what happens next, I'm learning that one of my boundaries is like I'm willing to help a person, unpack and heal, because healing is a lifelong journey. I'm healing, they healing, we healing, right? But the thing about me is that I've already gone through like my divorce trauma. I've already gone through like so many different things that right now I'm just in the building phase. And if a person's not in the building phase, meaning getting to know each other wholeheartedly, one on one. And I'm only saying this because now I told y'all I opened myself up to a couple of different things. And it is it is okay for people to go through stuff. It is okay for people to um, unpack their trauma. What it's not okay for is for people to get involved into something, unpack their trauma, still not recognize the bad patterns that got them into the trauma, associate brand new people into the trauma that have already and have already stated where they are along their healing journey. So that's just really what I was kind of trying to figure out. And because there's new people talking to me and messaging me and conversing with me. And I just know that my boundaries are very, very strong with people. And I'm not sorry for that. And I'm not going to realign or readjust my boundaries to move them for people who are just not where I am. And because, like I said, I'm even open. I do spiritual coaching. So, of course, I'm open to helping a person unpack, cleanse, purge. But I'm not open to. Okay, so this is the thing with me. Um, I'm not. If I accept a person and I say I'm accepting a person, but these are my boundaries. It's this, and this. Getting to know each other one on one is very much important to me. I'm not trying to interact or interject with anybody who's trying to insert anybody else, anything else. I'm not open to that. Why? Because if you're getting to know a person, get to know the person. You can't get to know a person while getting to know other people and getting to know other people. It's almost like you have to establish who y'all are as a team first, because spiritually, that's where I'm aligned at. And so it may take a little while for us to get to know each other, to build our trust in each other, and to build our team. That way there's an understanding of who we are. You get to know me, I get to know you, one on one. Inserting other people into the situation is never going to be okay with me at this point in the stage of where I am. Because of the fact that, how do you get to know? Because the bond that I'm trying to build with somebody, when it comes to like how I get a light activation with a person and the energy just pulls in the person or whatever, I'm trying to understand that. And when I can do that with a person and they don't understand it and they're trying to understand it, That means you got to focus on the energy that you're dealing with. And so, new boundary, because that's important. That also helps you become aligned with a person. That helps the energy kind of do mature. That helps the energy to mature. Because how I came about whatever energy this is, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, I have it now. And I feel like it's something that God is calling me to cultivate. And it doesn't matter, like, who it happens with or whatever. Because once the energy just does a thing, I feel like the way it comes off is that it's perfect, it's pure, it's innocent. If a person corrupts that because they don't understand it, not my fault, because I didn't understand it either, but I knew better than to corrupt it. And immaturity in people, always leads them to maybe following the same patterns or hi Jarius, how are you? Jarius, I'm always awake early. People just don't know. Normally I'm awake at 4:30. It's like my internal clock always just does the thing. And I was just sitting here unpacking and just trying to figure out how I felt. And when I woke up, I knew, I totally feel fine. That's one of the things. But it was just like the universe sometimes does a thing that, gets on my nerves. And I was just saying, like, when I grabbed my phone, the name that I saw kind of, I don't know. I don't know why the universe is doing this thing with a name, but it said that a particular person liked and messaged me, but it wasn't the person that I know. It was just the name of a person that I know, I guess, because I never seen even the person where the message came from, but I feel like I'm being trolled by the universe. Hey, Hadish, I love you. I feel like I'm being trolled by the universe and by fucking AI because I'm tired of seeing the names of, like, I don't know. I just want things to develop naturally, like organically, and I just don't have time for like the bullshit that people want to bring or impose upon my life, period. Because I realized like everything that I went through, the marriage was online because as soon as I got married is when I got put in tarot because that person directed me to, get online and do tarot. That person bought my first set of tarot cards. That person encouraged me to do tarot. And I love that person. I was with that person for a very long, well, not this time. I've known that person for a very long time. And that person encouraged me, in certain ways, although the person was very destructive and disruptive to my life. But I know that had to happen. And then recently I allowed myself to kind of feel something different. And it was amazing. I don't regret that. What I regret is nothing, actually. I ain't even going to say that. I don't regret nothing about it. It just happened, and that's the way it happened. Whatever the universe is trying to show me is what the universe is trying to show me. But I'm just learning to establish more boundaries, even with myself. Because, again, I'm not going to let nobody play with me. And I feel like people will try to play with you. And if I'm not going to play with you, don't play with me. So don't accept a task that you know you can't handle or you're not big enough to handle. Because when I accept tasks, I don't care how big it is. I just know that I'm going to deal with it and I'm going to excel at it. It's going to be a lesson. So the lesson was open yourself up. You can open yourself up to something different. Um, Meaning, gender wise, because in my mind, you know, it's just always, and y'all know I told y'all before, it's a different thing. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. Point of it is establishing more boundaries and understanding that I'm gonna be open to connections of the energy when the energy pulls. Because yesterday something happened and it feels like I'm being pulled again. Don't know who's doing it, or well, I'm doing it, but I don't know who is doing it to. That's the thing. Um, it did it to one person recently, but the way it got done to me from the beginning, that's why I know how it happens. But then I did it to a person, and now apparently last night's reading did it again. And so now I realize that I'm pulling a person. I don't even know who the person is because I don't think I talked to the person. Um, and I kind of hope that it's not pulling the person that it pulled previously. I'm praying that it's not pulling that person because I don't want to pull that person. I want that person to just do what they're doing, live their life, and leave me the fuck alone. Because that person is not mature enough to understand they're not accountable. And they surely wasn't accountable on how we got into the situation we got into. And they keep trying to emotionally manipulate. And I don't like that. So, I don't want nobody trying to emotionally manipulate me. I would like a very mature energy that understands how things work. And again, I don't even understand how things work, but I'm very responsible in knowing that my focus is my focus. And if I choose to focus on you, then make sure your focus is where it needs to be. And that's on your healing journey and focusing on what the energy is doing. That's how we grow. That's how we learn how the energy works, and how we get into the situation. Like being flighty and mixy is not where I'm at with it because I'm not flighty or mixy. Hi, Devere. So, like I said, it just, when I woke up and I saw that, it made me wonder, like, because I know that person's still in my energy. I'm probably still in that person's energy, but I'm just trying to detach as much as I can because, again, I don't want to disrupt what the person is doing and them finding their way. I don't want to disrupt that. And plus, right now, I just want the trauma of whatever that was to just go away. I ain't gonna lie to you because, again, yesterday I told you I gave myself a moment to understand how I felt, and I felt sad. I felt a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie. Like I told you, I was talking to my friend, and I let her know, like I did. I feel sad. I feel hurt. I feel manipulated. I feel lied to. I feel like so many things. But at the end of the day, I needed to be able to feel all those things. It also allowed me to be able to feel those things, for the other stuff that I just went through because I feel like, and it may not even be me because I feel like I may be right. But I've been listening to Emotionally Scarred. I may be emotionally scarred, but I don't think I am. I may be detached, but I don't think I am. I feel like the people are the problem because I don't have to feel what other people feel in relationships. I don't have to be what other people are in relationships. One thing I know that I am, though, is I'm very catering. I'm very giving. I'm very loving. I'm very nurturing. I'm very easy to talk to. I'm so many great, awesome things that a person would love to have in their life. And for somebody to try to take advantage of that or manipulate it, and I'm not talking about the person, I'm just saying anybody. For anybody to take that and try to manipulate it into something that is negative or bad, that's not a good person. I may be a hard individual to kind of deal with. I get it. But I bring a lot. I am a lot. And I feel like people are perfect. It don't matter what they are. And I tell everybody that. Like the way y'all come, I feel like people are perfect. Why? Because the way God created you is the way that you are. So that's perfect to me. I don't care about the problems. I don't care about what you've gone through. I'm not gonna judge that. It's not my place to judge. Like I said, if I accept you, and you're perfect to me. But where it becomes not perfect is when people don't understand their issues as they're trying to work through their issues. Because I understand my issues. That's why I take accountability for my bullshit. That's why I said when I asked for everything back, past, present, and future, I wasn't just asking for all the good things. I was asking for all the bullshit because I need to understand what I am. I really want to understand what I am. And maybe I'm just different from most people, I guess, and understanding who I am at the same time of trying to figure out who I am. Because certain things are just ingrained in me. If I choose to focus on you, I'm not going to focus on nothing else. Um, People really ain't comfortable with or like themselves sometimes, Mama. You're right, Hadish. That's definitely right. You're a source of your existence, and that's exactly true too. And so, like I said, y'all, please don't judge me because this is me giving y'all. And in the process, I ain't gonna lie, I just feel like I want to cry again, cause damn, and I haven't done that in so much in my life. And I told y'all I don't really like crying ass bitches because why is that? But I get crying is healing is Persian, all of that good stuff. But normally when I cry, I'm fighting, and maybe right now I'm fighting. I could be fighting. But I just feel like here comes the cry. Um, kind of even allowing myself to be this, and I know it don't make me weak, but it makes me very, very vulnerable, and I don't want to be that to the wrong people because they will use that. And it's sad that I even gotta feel that way. Even in this world, that's fucked up. Because I should be able to be that. But it's like people will prey on that. And then it's already like the fact that I am a Pisces, people expect that. And so I think I tried to, make sure that that's not a weakness that's in my system. And people would try to say that I'm a very fucked up person because I don't feel what they feel for, certain things. Because to me, like, once the problem arises, I'm a, like, let's figure out how to fix it type of person. I'm not I want to keep dwelling on the same shit type of person. I fix stuff. And I don't know, maybe everybody's not that way. Or maybe they just don't know how to get to that. But it seems like to me, like, living in Earth School was about just feeling everything, experiencing everything. Um, things, the very things. And I don't feel bad. That's the thing. I don't feel bad. I feel fucking amazing. It's just like, just the time feels a little off to me. So I had an experience last night, and it was the most amazing experience. And the person told me, they said, and this was just a simple interaction. It was probably every bit of 10 minutes. And we just ended up at the same place. And the person said, "You changed my mind." The person said they felt so bad when they came outside. They said they just felt depressed. And they said, you're the second person I met today. They said the first person was like 70 years old, and they had a good conversation with the person. And it made them miss their mom. And then they said, the experience of me meeting you. And I laughed because I said, I am an experience. And the person said, you made my whole night different, because they said they didn't even want to take a shower when they got home. And the fact of the matter that they just decided to not be lazy and do it. And then they ran across me, and I changed their energy. But then I said, you changed my energy too. And I just knew I was going to have a very good night. And I had an amazing night. Like, literally, I gave y'all more readings that went up. And I was in the house early. Like, by the time, I'm always in the house early. I try to make sure that I don't get outside past, like, certain times, because just protection of me and making sure that I'm doing everything in accordance to. And it's weird because that's also another thing about, that's also another thing about me. That sometimes seems to be the most perfect flaw, because it has to be a flaw, because I don't see many people are like that. um I tell y'all, I'm a muse energy. I make people feel good. But it's almost a thing where in me, some people understand my energy, and they can reciprocate it easier, because even in me changing that person's opinion about them going to work, because I met them as they were going to work, and they was like, I'm gonna have a different type of night. And I said, good. They asked me, they just was asking me a bunch of different questions, like, it don't really matter, I guess. Anyway, I told the person, and mind you, we don't have information. Like, I didn't exchange information with this person. Mind you, this was a man, very handsome, had all his hair. He had the color, and it's funny because I noticed, like, the skin tone of people, for some reason, and it's like it's a golden aura around people. It's the same aura that I have, and so I could have easily, or he could have easily corrupted the energy with the, oh, let's connect. But it wasn't that. It was, I'll see you again on the journey because I know I'll cross paths with this person. The person knows they'll cross paths with me. And we didn't have to like exchange information or anything because it was the information was already exchanged just through the energy. And y'all, I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's gonna be a little weird. So it's funny because I know that energy will protect me, even though I'm not near it. So it's just like, and I'll do the same. And it wasn't corrupted. It was like almost giving the consent for the energy to kind of, you can use it when you need it. Because if I think about you, then I'm sending you good energy, good vibes, because that was just how it worked. It was crazy. And I know that was the right thing. Because that person will feel me when I think about them. And I'll feel that energy when it thinks about me. But the fact of the matter is, when you think about the energy, it gives you good energy. And it isn't tainted or corrupted. And that's weird because that happened. So I don't know how a lot of this is being done because, again, it's like God turns me up every day. Like every day is something different for me to learn. And I have to be clear to focus on that and not allowing energies to kind of corrupt based off of their selfishness. And it's okay for people to be selfish, but it's another thing for people to be unhealed, traumatic, selfish, to where it's just always me, 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 and just that's the worst type of energy because it's just taking. And I don't know how a person became that after the fact because I feel like when I'm in your energy, I'm sending you good energy always. Like Hadish, I don't know if you feel it, but I think about you. And when I think about you, I'm sending you good energy. Mind you, we only had a couple interactions, over the phone or whatever. And so, and then you have my dad's name. So every time I see my dad's name, I see your name. And just the fact of the matter that our interaction when we had our conversation, and I know that we're going to have more conversations, but whatever is happening right now, I kind of don't want to introduce you to. And so, because it's being corrupted, the energy is being corrupted. So, that's why. So, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to make sure I don't give you anything that is not on the table. I know you have, your daughter or whatever, and it's not what you need. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't, mess up the energy. Um, and it's funny because I ended up knowing that based off the times when me and you were trying to connect or reach out, and it was almost kind of like being blocked a little bit, only because, like I said, me trying to understand the energy. Um, I don't want to corrupt it because it shouldn't be corrupted. Energy should be pure, and when it's pure is when the manifestation actually takes place. I don't know if people don't understand that, but I told y'all everything about my life as I was growing into it in this place, in this location, is a manifestation of a child. I was on my grandmom's porch, like laid on the rooftop, and my house had to be white because I don't know why, it just did. Um, my car had to be white. Don't know why, it just did, but it signified purity to me. Also, the other thing is, as a child, my mom told me, like, I have very good stories that were told to me that, like, how I was requested to be here. I wasn't an accidental baby. I was requested to be here, which is also the reason why I know I came into this realm active already, because my mom told my dad that she wanted a baby. And tonight, like literally, I was requested. And my mom always tells me, like, when I was young, when I was a baby and coming up, she always kept me in white. She says she always kept me clean. And even when I can, as early as I can remember, she made sure that my body didn't have scars on it. I wasn't allowed to, get dirty or any of that. I had to stay clean. And it's almost like the same thing. It was almost like she was instilling that in me, like, stay clean. And as much as I keep trying, it's like people keep exposing me to stuff that I don't want to be exposed to. And then when I get whatever it is that I get after that, because I do, like, my body rejects, like, people and stuff when they start trying to impose on my life. And that's one of the things I tell y'all. I'll go this way really, really quickly. And it's not because I don't know how to deal with stuff. It's because my body is just designed not to. Like, again, I tell y'all, I'm very honest. I create towers because when that happens, I tell God, I don't want to be in that. And I don't know why people think that you're supposed to just keep putting up with their bullshit. And I get it. You should have stickability with people. You should. But when people are just corrupted in all the wrong ways, I don't want to be a part of that. I shouldn't have to be a part of that. And it should be okay that I'm just not like most people. I get it. Because people will tend to know some shit is fucked up and just keep wanting to repeat the same shit over and over again. I don't want to do that. Like, why do people do that? Like, you can change situations. You can change your behavior. I mean, I was young at one point in time, and I definitely had behavior that was and I may still have some of that behavior. So I'm not even knocking the behavior. It's just like acknowledging the fact that this is a thing. Because I keep telling y'all, that's like controlling your demons, knowing the demons that you have and controlling them. I mean, I'm a very sexual energy, so that's another thing. But I control that energy because that energy is not to be given, to everybody or lightly or just like, or to be taken lightly or just anything of that nature. And y'all, and just so y'all know, I'm totally okay. So even the fact that I'm crying right now is kind of weird because we're not weird, but it's, and then I don't like that because that's the word, but it's, I don't know. That is now even annoying me too because somebody triggered me in a way, like, even with that. Because I get that I'm a weird individual. I get that I'm different, but also, like, don't call me weird because I'm not weird. I'm just not you, and I'm just different. And to me, I think my different is beautiful and fucking amazing. And I'm tired of people trying to make that into something like wrong. There's nothing wrong with me. Everything is fucking right with me. And that, y'all, that was even another thing. Even my son the other day, like, I guess when I started to, reject, like, everything and everybody, um, because it's a thing about my space, and it started to be some things that were happening in my space that was triggering me in all the wrong ways. And then he's like, Mom, what's wrong? I'm saying, what the fuck is wrong with you? because people keep trying to make it seem like I'm wrong, but what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why don't y'all see that? Like, I'm very peaceful. It keeps being people coming into my space trying to corrupt it in the wrong way. It's not fucking me, it's y'all. Because I don't insert myself into people's shit. I don't do that. But then when people try to insert themselves into my shit, then it's something wrong with me because I won't conform to them. Mind you, my body starts to react and do things that they're doing. And that's the reason why I don't like people in my energy. And if I allow a person into my energy, respect it, and figure out you in the energy, don't corrupt it. Leave it the way that it is. And a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. And of course, my son, I have to, kind of put up with him because that's my son. But I don't got to put up with him because that's my son. You see what I'm saying? And I know that. And I'm very, everybody in my family knows how I am. So even my kids, they know if they get on my nerves in any form or fashion or any way that is gonna corrupt my energy, I'll even back away from them because at this point they're gods and they're gods. So I'm not even letting my own kids corrupt my energy. But meanwhile, they be corrupting my energy. Because, he, like I said, I understand how and why now it ended up being a thing because the way that even happened was kind of like, you know, and he's always protecting me because I feel like until and I call these people guardians, until the guardian actually shows up, he's a guardian. My son is a guardian. So, of course, he would be watching over me, protecting me, especially when certain things start to, because energy, y'all don't even understand. Energy be so silent sometimes, but y'all don't even realize that y'all are sending energy to people in places, and unbeknownst to you, people are reacting to your energy. Like, it is so weird how I'm learning that even y'all silent energy is communicating with people. It's the weirdest thing. And the more I grow, or the more I um allow God to use me and direct me, y'all, some of these things I can't even control. Like, even if I wanted to, God wouldn't even allow me to do it. It's the strangest thing. And although I'm saying I'm being trolled by the universe and AI, I know it's basically for everything in my alignment. And that's not even because I'll be tired of hearing people say that shit. But y'all, the shit that I'm just learning and the shit that I learned last night, yo, this shit is so fucking crazy. Y'all don't even know. It's like, so even the car that I'm driving, y'all, the car that I'm driving, I told y'all it's not my car. Um, it's actually a rental. So the rental, and I gotta pay for this rental every week, mind y'all. And so there's a thing. Um, but God has allowed me to keep it thus far. The fucking rental car has numbers on it that you can't see, and it's weird because how the fuck did that happen? The rental car on the glass in the front has 222 on it, right? Mind you, yesterday, and the funny part is it keeps being a 222 situation, which yesterday it actually split in half, and it gave me 111, which meant individuality. Like, at first it was doing a thing like, and I know it also still the 222, the connection or whatever, because it's just a different connection, but it kept being a thing about 222 being dragged in. The person, their number was 222. The person that got inserted into the system, 222. Yesterday I did a fucking screenshot of something because I was getting ready to post something because I got little dumbass bitches trolling my motherfucking pages, being nosy as fuck for business that ain't theirs and thinking that I'm talking to them. They don't realize that the universe is doing something different, and so I was choosing songs like "Emotionally Scarred." That's me. I choose that song every time because literally I may be, but that song resonates with me and my frequency anyway. So, but I don't feel like I'm emotionally scarred, but I could be because I don't give people feelings and emotions by emotional manipulation. I'm not wired that way. And like I said, y'all, my energy does a thing because I keep telling y'all my body responds and acts out things until I figure out who it is and why it is. But that's the energy that I am. So the energy is silent, but it's loud. And it's funny because I'm sure people don't believe it and I don't care. I don't even know how it happened. To me, I feel like it's just another way of God protecting me and letting me know. And that's why I said, like, my boundaries are very, very important because of the fact that they keep me safe. They show me when I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. They show me when I'm acting in a way or off my normal schedule. Um, so then I pay attention. Maybe everybody actually does that, but maybe they're also not tuned in. I just happen to have had a lot of time by myself, even as an adult for some reason, like the past 10 years, even before I went through the divorce shit, like, cause that it was just like a blip in the system. The 10 years before I married that person, I was with somebody else, and that person was rarely around me, so I was able to have a relationship and the benefits of a relationship, and the person wasn't around me, which actually gave me enough time to kind of understand me and get to know my energy. And hey, Dream Sequoia, get to know my energy and realize what I was, but also my energy, because it attaches and does things with people. um I don't know how y'all don't realize, like, you can spot a liar a mile away. And it might not even be you. It's basically like the energy will do a thing because I hate liars. I don't like people that lie. My dad lied to me, and that might be where I'm emotionally scarred at. And so instantly when my energy spots a liar, but it's weird because when your energy connects with each other, the energy will know you're a liar. Like, the energy knows when a person loves you. And again, my energy pulled a person because it felt love. It felt innocence. But my energy also knew that it's a lie. Like, it's like people sometimes, I don't know if they are just lying to themselves or. So I know y'all hear me say that a lot, but that's one of my pet peeves. I don't like people that lie because you don't have to lie to me. That's the thing. You can tell me anything and I'm not going to care because I'm not your judge. I'm not God. So, and it's not my place to judge anybody for anything. And it's not to say that, people don't, because I said something to a person one day and then I called back. I said, oh, I lied. But the reason why I did that was because somebody was around, but I literally could not tell the person that I couldn't say what I wanted to say because somebody else was standing here and it wasn't the person's business. So I had to say what I said in order for, to kind of cut the conversation. But I literally called back and I said, I said that, but it was this. And I didn't want to get into the conversation. So I knew that you was going to ask. I'm that type of person. Like, I'm never going to just, I don't know. It's just weird. And I grew into that. So, and there's been times because my fucking kid's dad, that motherfucker lied like a rug, and I got to the point where shit, even I would look this dude in the face and just say whatever, just because. So, I can give back, what you're giving, but why do that? I would just prefer you not to be around me because why the fuck do I gotta put up with that shit? And it's not healing to nobody. It's very much unhealthy, and it leaves a person. It fucks with your intuition when y'all deal with liars. I hate to tell y'all, because it leaves you second guessing when meanwhile the person knows that they lied. And so if you're on a healing journey and you're dealing with a liar, get away from them as fast as you can, because you're never going to heal properly. I hate to tell you. That person, you're going to know something, and those people are gonna keep fucking saying the same bullshit, and you know in your heart of hearts that they're a fucking liar. So that's gonna fuck with you and your intuition. How is your intuition gonna get stronger if you're dealing with liars? And this is why people run away from people like me, because I'm always gonna tell the truth. This is how I know when people are also compromised, because they try to avoid me. They try to avoid me because their energy realizes that my energy sees them. And it's weird because the people don't even realize it's the energy that's talking. Like, y'all, I can't even make this shit up. I know for a fact. The energy is talking. That's the reason why it's allowing me to know this person ain't right. And whether or not they want to admit it or not, my energy also starts to want to get away from you, because my energy is telling me you got to trust you. Trust your intuition. This person is trying to keep you stuck in a karmic ass cycle because they want to hold on to your energy, but they also really want to lie. That's not a healthy connection. It's not a healthy partnership. It's not a healthy anything. It's going to be another karmic ass lesson because the person is never going to tell you the truth. It's not in them. They can't. So why keep yourself in that situation? Like, literally, I'm learning so much stuff about my energy and just energy all in general. Like, I feel like a lot of the things that we get involved in is to teach us, but most people don't look at the silver lining. They just say, "Oh, woe is me." Um, they're never accountable for the part that they play, ever. It is they would prefer it to just be you. And so I do this little thing. It is me. I'll take it. And I'm going to go this way. I'm going to take it and I'm going to leave. So you can blame me. I'm okay with that. But all in all, everybody always wants to come back to me because they know I wasn't lying. Like, literally, by the time they realize it, it's too late. But now you want to be back in my energy again. No, but I gave you an opportunity. I gave you the experience. I gave you the experience of being around a person who's not going to lie to you. I gave you the experience of being in an energy that basically loves you for who you are. It doesn't fucking matter. And you chose to lie to that energy. You chose to be stuck. You chose to be whatever the fuck it is you chose to be. That's not my fault. I gave you the experience. I gave you the opportunity. And then what people do, they'll try to mimic it with somebody else. And then they'll realize it's never going to happen. God sent you a fucking unicorn. And you cut the horn off of it because you wanted a simple ass horse. Not my fault. I'm never taking nobody back, ever. I'm not doing it. Because now I realize that it fucks with me because it just fucks with me. You try to make me basic. It's not my fault that everybody can't see fucking amazing. That's not my fault. So I'm never taking nobody back. Like, at this point, I'm fucking over that. I'm just not doing it. That's why I keep saying everything has to be new. If you fuck it up, guess what? You had the experience. Blame me. I'll take it. It was all my fault. I'm such a mean person. I'm such a whatever it is that anybody has to say. I'll take it. But trust and believe that the thing that they're saying about me is the thing that they are. Because in my last relationship, the person kept saying because they don't think that women can be faithful. Mind you, I'm still to this day celibate. But this person kept blaming me for trying to be out having sex. Why? Because the thing that they were blaming me for was the thing that they did. They don't even understand that the energy is telling. It's not my fault. And I'm not going to act like it's my fault. But if you want to say it's my fault, fuck it. It's my fault and I'm going to leave. Because y'all going to have to get somebody else to do that. I'm not going to be nowhere where I'm not taking care of the way that I'm taking care of. Because that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be giving to you. I'm going to be loving to you. I'm going to be everything you want and everything you need. But sometimes people don't even know what they need. That's the fucked up part. And then they get mad at other people when the very thing that you were asking for, you were given. And you fucked it up. Because it was either too hard for you to realize what you were doing. And then so the other thing, even, and I don't even know why I need to mention this, but I'm just going to anyway because it leads me to say, a person being heartbroken by my words or the lack thereof, like I could be giving the words because, then I'll start saying things in a very blunt way. So what I said in the last two lives ago in the morning, the 7 a.m. live, not yesterday, but the day before. And so I said some things that I knew about, that I was being, observant about a person. I said them, right? But I didn't say them to the person as they were here is, I guess, the issue that they're having. Because I said something about I didn't want to swap bodily fluids with anybody. And I happened to notice that a person's mouth was a certain type of way. And so they may have felt some type of way about me saying that, but inadvertently, I didn't say it like that to them at the time. What I said was, let's go do this. Let's go to the doctor to visit. So that was me telling them without having to tell them in a harsh way. And so I said it online differently because my observation and the love and care that I had for that individual allowed me to say it in the way where I was saying it, but whether or not they felt slighted by it or whatever, that was a fact. And so when I was being loving, I was saying it because I didn't want to, because mind you, this is the funny part. When I'm in a relationship with anybody or a connection with anybody, I kiss. So that's why everybody needs to go and get, their issues, whatever. Now, if I'm, I don't know you or anything like that, and like I said, I haven't been involved in anybody's relationship, in my marriage and all of that. I had to wait until that was over. But my observations of people like I can notice certain things on a person's body or whatever. I can notice certain things about people and not say it like, oh, do you know that that your tongue being white is a sign of thrush or candida or whatever the fuck. I can say it in a loving way that says we should go here, and I'm willing to even go, with you or whatever. Mind you, as I'm doing whatever in the household, I'm showing you certain things. So I can say it in a loving way to where it's this, but a person can't say that I was being malicious to them when the observation was the observation. And so, since you didn't get it when I was telling you in a loving way, and now I'm not fucking with your ass, you might want to check into that. So, I wasn't being mean, as the person was saying. It was just that the thing was disrupting. I didn't want to do certain things because the observation. But I was trying to still do the thing that I should do in getting you the proper whatever. So maybe, I don't know, I don't feel like I was wrong in that. I feel like that was the right thing to do, but people still, and again, I'm a big grown person. I'm 48 years old. To me, a doctor's visit is just normal when you are out engaging in sexual intercourse or when you're doing, certain things. And mind y'all, I'm gonna just let y'all know, and this may be TMI, but honestly, um, I'm not even shaving my pussy if I'm not using it. So that's like here nor there. Like, and sometimes I do just because you a grooming upkeep or whatever when you cleansing and whatever your body. But for the most part, that's a sensitive area, and I use clippers just so y'all know. Again, TMI, but and very good clippers. I bought them just for that because she's a sensitive item. But for the most part, I ain't trying to fuck with it if what I'm saying, I ain't fucking with it. But it's also protection of that area and things of that nature. Like, why do I need to do that if it's just me looking at it, yada yada yada, whatever. So it's like even certain behaviors that I have that and if I'm using it, I'm gonna just go get it waxed because whatever. But the point of it is I'm a certain type of way, which also keeps certain things intact. I'm cracking up. Bio, that was funny. But again, it's just one of the things because, and then mind you, I shave my legs every day. Like that's because that part needs to be smooth and everything else. And plus, I rub my legs. Like I don't know why I like to touch my body. So I'm a person like, and not every day, but for the most part, that gets but I use a razor on that. So that's a different thing. But that area and just the way that I am is like I can shave because I barely grow hair underneath my arms. It's one of the things that I was saying to y'all. So now I'm like the other part is like I said. So now there's something that I feel is on me because I got exposed to something because a person can't control their demons. And instead of the person, I don't know. It's just people are just strange to me, and y'all, I don't know if I done went past all the time. I probably should have been dressed and like. So I don't know about. I don't even know what time it is because I don't even got my other phones, and the way this phone is laying, I can't even see the time. But as y'all know, oh, it's 6:13. All right, so I think I better get off here because I literally just been laying here just giving y'all my feelings and emotions and things of that nature. But hey, I figured I don't got nobody to talk to, so I guess I'll talk to myself. And me talking to myself, I'm talking to y'all. You're not supposed to shave down there. Uh, I don't know. Jim say that. Just trim. Well, Dina, when I'm using it, I'm actively using it. Guess what? It's gonna be nice and waxed, so you know. But I ain't using it, so it can be what it's gonna be, and me and her be good. That's all. Hadish, thank you. I love you. But I don't want to go past y'all reading time, and I just literally, I ain't even went to go do my morning pee. That's the thing, because literally, I rolled over and my phone was on the opposite side of me, and then, like I said, the first thing I saw was this person's name. And I'm like, why the fuck is y'all doing that? I'm trying to forget this person, but meanwhile, y'all want to pop this person up first thing. Like, what the fuck is that? And so then that led me to try to figure out how did I feel. And then here I am with y'all. So, don't say nothing when I get online and my face is swole. Y'all know I've been over here crying. Thank you, Dina. Y'all, so yeah, my face is probably a little swollen now, but hey, we gonna still move on forward, and this is just what it is. So, mind y'all, I just want to say thank you, because yesterday I ended up, and I still am not done, but cleansing and cleaning and clearing, and so I didn't. It was funny because yesterday I got blessed so many different ways. Like monetarily, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I took the time to like sit still, and literally God just allowed people to donate money. Dream Sequoia, thank you so much for your donation yesterday, for your Cash App. That was amazing. Isaac donated to the channel. Thank you. Just so y'all know, if y'all want to really donate any way y'all can, please. And I kind of prefer it, Cash App. But if you have to donate towards the channel, that's great. But yesterday I took that whole day off, and God made it so I didn't miss a beat. And the funny part was yesterday, so much of my stuff was due yesterday. It was crazy that everything that was needed to get paid yesterday got paid. And it was just amazing because it was almost like I was being pulled to kind of sit still and be in the house. So I couldn't do anything that would even remotely get me any cash. And God still made it to where it still happened. So that was even a thing, because the amount of blessings, and I'm talking about monetary blessings, that I got yesterday was outstanding. Like, and y'all, some of the stuff that was happening, y'all, listen, I realized I went to matter of fact, I'll tell y'all on a reading. Let me go ahead and get dressed. Um, but anyway, there was some stuff happening when I was staying on the reading with the bank accounts and whatnot. So one of my bank accounts was so blocked that it took the text. I was on the phone with fucking Bank of America for an hour and 30 minutes, and they were trying to figure out how my account got the way that it got. But I had not even been using that account. I used that account for one thing only. And some money that got sent to me yesterday got sent to that account, which is the reason why it ended up making me even see. Hi, Moneyville. Thank you for being here. And good morning. This was just me crying and shit, so you might have to go back and replay. But either way, don't judge me. I just woke up and started unpacking. Anyway, so some money that got sent to me got sent over there, and I needed to pay some bills, and literally, cause I couldn't use the money, it got locked. It was the weirdest thing. It was like I said, y'all, I keep saying that the universe and AI is trolling me, but really I think the universe and AI is really trying to slow me down, because, and not slow me down in a bad way. I think that either way, it's being used for my highest good, period. Um So anyway, what happened was the money got sent over there, and I was trying to use it to pay a bill because the bill was due yesterday, and I just was trying to make sure I caught up on the bills because you know what happens when people insert themselves into your system. When I'm here by myself, everything is very low. Like my water bill can be $18 when I'm just here by myself. But when people get involved in my system, all my shit is higher. And you know, nobody pays nothing but me. And even when people are giving, like, you know, people gave a couple dollars here and there, but they don't realize it goes towards them really actually living. It's not really helping me. It basically is the what you are costing me while you're here. That's basically all they are paying or not. But even like my brother pointed out, when people leave your house, they forget that bills are a month behind. So, you know, but either way, neither here nor there. I'm paying for my shit. That's it. That's all. Um, Thank you. I appreciate that. So not to say that the person never gave anything, but in the end of the day, they gave what, you know, them being here cost probably. Nothing more, nothing less. That's it. That's all. Not that I'm complaining or saying anything. I don't really care. I'm going to do what I need to do anyway. And then some stuff got couldn't like, and I don't know, it was a random turn of events because some shit happened that ain't happened since I've been in this motherfucking house, and something got disconnected and some other shit, and I'm like, what the fuck, mind you. Either way, neither here nor there. Some shit was getting paid for yesterday, but I couldn't get the money because it got sent to a different account, or that account. And so when I tried to go get the money to go pay the bills, is when I noticed that, oh shit, I can't get the money. And so that made everything, me look at everything. Then I found out that somebody's address was still connected to my account. And I don't know what statements or anything, if any, the person got, but the person's shit was still in my account. So, and then I didn't have a debit card to that account. So I needed to, I asked the bank for that. So as the tech is looking at my account, they're like, how the fuck did this even happen? But mind you, I don't even know how long it's been that way. It had to have been since about 2021 or 2022 because I wasn't using that account. But literally, that's how my money has been being tied up in some other shit. But it's been blockages on my finances anyway. But for some reason, it's been blockages, you know, in a couple areas. And why people go out of their way to do certain things, I don't know. But also, I can say that the universe has done some things too, because even when I got taken out of truck, and I told y'all it was because of some stuff that was going on when I was going through that divorce. If I had been making that type of money, some different shit could have been happening too. So at the end of the day, I'm just taking it as God is gonna do, or God is doing certain things. But either way, yesterday I had to set still because the energy that was being sent was just so weird and random. And I felt like I was being called to just clean and do the things that I need to do. Um, but while I was cleaning and doing that, that was also what I was cleaning. Like my name is still not my regular name yet in certain places, and I'm just trying to figure out how to pull all my stuff back under my name. But it's crazy when you get married and you tie your name to anybody, or just, but mind you, I've been married before and none of this shit has ever happened. So I'm just now finally getting like my social security card back to my regular name. Um the bank was saying that I was a co owner on the account, but mind you, the account was mine from the beginning. I added the person to my account, but somehow it was saying that I was a co-owner. It was a bunch of weird shit that was happening yesterday, and it was taking hours and hours to get this shit untied. And then so I couldn't be you know, just having those type of conversations, and you know, whatever. So I had to sit home and sit still. It was just, anyway, I do what I was supposed to do, and today seems like it is going the same exact way. And Hadish, you said my heart chakra is opening, and you ain't never lied, because even when I went to go push this, I don't know if y'all can see the hint of green, because the phone is actually laying on my bed face up, and I just have a pillow beside it, because, you know, I don't have on any hijab, and right now I'm kind of half-ass naked, but, so I just put a pillow over top of the mirror part, so then that way I can kind of see what y'all was saying. But not, y'all, whatever. So either way, let me just go and get myself together because I feel like I'm rambling right now. But I love y'all, and I'll see y'all shortly for the 7 a.m. reading. And again, if my face is puffy, y'all know why. Because here we are. Okay, so Dream Sequoia said it. So I seen it green and a hint of orange. Yeah, it looks green. So that was funny because that was the color that I saw when I first pushed the button. And green, y'all know, is heart chakra. So that could be a thing. Well, I feel like it is a thing, but also me allowing myself to just not hoard the energy the way that I was doing it, because again, I don't really like giving a person anything. When we are done, we're just done, and that's just the end. And when I'm done with a situation, I just go this way and call it a day. So even the fact that I'm even allowing myself to process certain things is growth, I guess, and more healing and more understanding of me and my energy. And certain things I just don't want to hold on to. I just want it to be what it's going to be. So I'm curious to see what energy I'm pulling. And again, I hope it's not the previous energy, because I don't want to disrupt that person on whatever it is they're dealing with. So, and I just need that cut off. So hopefully it's not that. I'm praying it's not that, because I don't want to do that. I don't want to disrupt anybody's pathway or journey or whatever it is. So hopefully I figure it out soon. But apparently I'm pulling another energy, and we'll see. Soon come. We'll see. And that's it. That's all. So I'll see y'all at 7.